Fantastic. Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to Rocket League, where after 2 losses we're hoping for a much better game, and we're hoping for less mistakes from Hellish, but let's see what happens as we go into our 3rd competitive game. Well, welcome to the main field as the players line up for this 3v3 competitive solo. And we can see our players there. There's a Master, an Expert and a Veteran on the orange team, so the blue team are going to have to work hard to put things in line here as they kick off. Blue player misses the ball completely. We see that sort of action from Hellish on a number of occasions. Nickel doesn't seem to be moving, but does actually get in the way of the ball. Let's see how things go here. Hellish coming in fast. Was he going for the player? Was he going for the ball? Well, he missed both. It doesn't matter. As Nickel fires that towards the blue goal there and then chips it backwards. Hellish with a knock up in the air to chisel it up ready. It does get a forward touch here. Oranges are all over the place as the ball comes off the wall behind the back of the goal. All 3 of the oranges on the goal line there. As Hellish just sits in the position which would be most useful if there was a cross. However, there is no cross, so Hellish dives in there, gives it a touch. He blows up a car. He goes through. He's on that goal line. He pushes one of the orange players out the way, and a goal is scored. We can see here an explosion from Hellish and knocking the goalkeeper that was due to come forward out the way. Possibly helped that goal there, but all the skills and the actual shot from Nickel. Now, for the first time in a little while, Hellish and his team are up in a game. As the ball comes round towards the oranges, Hellish is there. He's going to go for the players. Both of them jump over him, and the ball is cleared. Hellish with a save, very calculated, very cool, knocking that out of the way. We're seeing better play from Hellish now. What's changed? What's gone on here? Oh, no, that's bad play from Hellish as he knocks the ball backwards across the face of his own goal. He couldn't get to it the right way that he wanted it to, and the only thing he could do was knock it backwards. Now he tees that up for Nickel, puts it in the middle, gives it a little touch and makes sure it goes in. I don't know, we're going to have to look at the replay to see if that was required, but there's a nice little knock for Hellish into the midfield, puts it there for Nickel. It was heading roughly towards the post, but Hellish makes sure. He wasn't sure. If you're not sure, make sure. And it's in. 2-0! Well, Nickel's calling out defending now quite correctly as he's furthest back. Hellish gets a touch on that. The orange players possibly slightly frustrated this time. Hellish comes in to try and steal the ball, but it bounces off 3 of them, and it's a lovely shot by the orange team as it gets put into the middle of the blue goal. So it's exquisite awareness with a lovely chip right into the top of the goal there. It's going to be interesting to see now how that affects the orange team. Is it going to give them the hope and make them push as hard as they think? Well, let's see what happens here as all the players go in for the ball, except one of the blues, who then shoves Hellish out of the goal mouth. Was that intentional? We don't know. Hellish waits for the line-up here. It goes towards the goal, but there is a defensive player there. It's exquisite again. Didn't see him to begin with on the goal line as Hellish gets battered around in the midfield and tries to get himself in a position which would catch a clearance. It's not the best position, but it's followed up by Ace, so it goes up on the wall. Going to come across the face of goal, but nobody's there to follow it up, so Hellish lets it go. Nickel was there on the wall but doesn't actually manage to finish anything. Hellish is going to be here to bounce it off and back, but it's going to be in a dangerous position still, and this is very dangerous now as Hellish backflips. Everybody hits it. We didn't really see what happened there. It touches it forward. All the blue players are there pushing it forward, but it's not enough. The oranges do manage to intercept that. Hellish just trying to get under that one but doesn't. And a lovely save there by Boss on the goal line. And Ace gives it a knock forward, but Hellish is going to be able to steal this from the orange players. It goes up into the corner though, and he doesn't get it where he wants it to be. And that is a brilliant save there by the blue players, and it's completely missed. And a save by Hellish as he throws himself across that goal mouth. The Orange is really pushing against the blue team now, putting the pressure on, putting their experience to use. But at the moment, they are trailing, they are struggling, and they are all sat on the goal line as Hellish goes in, smashes Ace into the goal to try and disrupt the defensive play here. Ace comes out, and it's Ace that's rushing this back now, and another clearance from the blue team. They're getting their defensive work right, and this could be a massive mistake here by the Oranges as both Hellish and Boss are there. It's Hellish that gets the touch. It's in the goal. It's 3-1. Well, that was quite a bad defensive aerial there as Hellish comes in, both Boss comes in, but they either one of them would have had that in the middle of the goal there. 1 minute left to go, and we've got to say at this point that it's going to be something pretty special for the Oranges to pull this one out of the bag now. Nobody following up the ball on the blue team, which is probably the right thing to do with 1 minute remaining and playing against such an experienced team. You don't want to leave yourself that far open. Hellish with a big jump, and it's not necessary, and Boss is on the end of that one. It's 4-1. Well, it seems that not only is Hellish playing a lot better in this game, but his teammates are doing a lot better too. And the combination of the two is showing in that scoreline. Everybody flies into that one, and it's off the wall. Hellish goes for the boost rather than the ball. It's going across the face of goal. It goes past two of the Oranges. What happens? Well, Ace cursing himself there and apologising for this. We can see Nickel just pushes it in past both of them. It goes straight between them. An excellent little tap into the middle of the goal that really should have been blocked. And once again we come to a kick-off. Hellish is there with the first touch. He's going to be there with the second touch as well as he dribbles this round, and he gives it a little touch, but it's not enough. It's not enough to get it past the Orange team there as they push towards the blue goal. And now with these many seconds on the clock and with this scoreline, the blue team can afford to do a bit of aggressive play. Oh, that was unfortunate for Hellish there, that the timing just didn't fit what he was trying to do. He does manage to get a touch there. Is he going to be able to finish it? No! It comes off the inside corner of the crossbar. Nickel's there as well. Ace defends it. Two opportunities there for Hellish. One which was very difficult for him to do anything with. And in the dying seconds of the game, Exquisite Awareness gets a goal. You can see here, Boss gets a backflip to put that in the middle. Hellish tries to bash Exquisite Awareness out the way. He gets a touch to him. It's not enough, and in the shark-finned car of doom puts one in the goal. Well, everybody piles in except one of the members of the blue team. Nickel's there, and that's the end of the game. Well played by everyone. Nickel quite rightly man of the match there with 4 shots on goal and 2 goals being scored. Congratulations to the blue team. Really moderately good scores all round. Hellish didn't do too bad there despite his midfield role. A number of saves from Hellish, and you can see that everybody played well. Even the Orange team played quite well, but were today outclassed by the Blues. Well, thank you very much for watching. I've been Master Hellish. If you want to know more about me, head to masterhellish.net. If you want to know more about the things I do, the events I do, and the videos I do as well, you need to head out to my Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, Blogger, and Google Plus if you really feel inclined. I will see you sometime soon. Take care and goodbye.